Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with another video. This one, I want to take a little look at sports, collectibles, the hobby, NFTs, in kind of a big holistic view. Okay, guys, so sit back. I know normally this content isn't something I talk about all the time, but I think what we're seeing here is pretty cool. And what I'm referring to is NBA Top Shot starting tomorrow, February 23rd, is going to be auctioning off a very, very special NFT. Okay. And how this impacts, not just in my opinion, Top Shot and NFTs, but I think it's going to be a picture of how it's going to impact collectibles and fanatics. And just follow me with this. By the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, don't like, comment, feedback. Love that type of stuff, guys. Try to get to most of the comments. I'll be honest. I struggle sometimes. Anyway, let's get into this. Let me share my screen here. Okay, so starting tomorrow, Top Shot has introduced this new NFT. Now, again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about NFTs or Top Shot. I assume you know that or know a little bit about them, but here's what it is. An NBA All-Star VIP pass. There's going to be 30 of these. I guess one will be able, some guys win this, but the other 30 or 29 of the 30, I don't understand, are going to be auctioned. You'll see right here. The first auction starts tomorrow, and the winner of this auction will get this really cool, floating around NFT. Woo! And everybody's like, oh, it's a JPEG, right click and save it. Oh, my friend, you cannot right click and save what this NFT provides. Let's take a look at that. Look at this. What is the NBA All-Star VIP pass? Okay, there'll be 30 of these. The VIP access to the next 5 NBA All-Stars starting in 2023. So just right there, this is not a one-year pass, which I think is genius, right? Value, and will this value increase or decrease, right? After year 5, someone uses it, well, it's only got 4 years left, but is year 5 so great that people are like, damn, I want this thing, and year 4 goes up, and year 3 goes up, and then year 2 maybe goes down. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And also think about, will this get better and better each year, right? Next year will be the first year they're doing this. Let's look at what this is. It isn't just game tickets either, guys. Check this out, right? 5 years of this. You get 2 lower bowl tickets for the All-Star game, the Rising Stars game, the All-Star practice, celebrity game. So you're there the entire weekend at everything, right? 2 lower bowl tickets. Now, I will say I was looking at tickets roughly for packages. If you just wanted to go to the NBA All-Star game, a couple $1,000, okay, for 2 tickets in the lower bowl. So that's just for the NBA game. But look at all the other stuff. You get the NBA, all the dunk contest, the 3-point contest. Here's some other things that, again, I just think really increase the value of this. Meet and greets, right, behind the scenes, on-court photos, and merchandise. So overall, like, if I were to think to myself, what does a package like this cost for 1 year? If I was going to go to the NBA All-Star event, just freaking party and get to go to everything and on-court and merchandise, me and one person, I'm going to guess between $10,000 and $15,000 for that year. I'm just guessing. It's wild, but guess. And that's, again, I did do a little research. Love your comments and feedbacks. What do you think that's worth? I also think it's interesting here. You also get 25,000 points in your collector score. That does help. You're getting a lot of drops over the future. But wow, that's amazing. Now, here's a few things when I thought about this. First of all, I was like, amazing. Wish I can't, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't even get into one of these auctions. I'm not gonna chase these things out. The auctions start, I think, at $10,000. What I do like about this, though, is one person's gonna win one of these. And here's my big picture, guys, okay? Here's what I want you to think about. I see in the future, Fanatics is gonna have access to things like the All-Star games, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, championships, World Series, all those type of things, right? Packages, games, greets, meet and greets. And they're seeing what other people are doing, and other people are seeing this too now, right? I can see Fanatics tying that into sports cards and sports collectibles in the future. In fact, if they're not listening, if they're not thinking about that, hopefully they're listening to me now, because that's where I think the real value in the future is. And that's what I mean by that is I look for a day when I open a box of hobby product, and I'm not just chasing cards from my collection, but I could win an NFT, right? That could be used multiple years for an event, an activity. Hey, season tickets to your local NFL team. Wouldn't that be freaking cool? And then maybe I could sell that off, right? Maybe I could sell that NFT off to somebody else. And the reason I see NFT is that most of you are like, oh, NFTs are just JPEGs. They're not. Think of it this way. Think of an NFT like a redemption. Okay. Today, a redemption comes as a card. It's got a little code on it. if you get scratched, someone uses it, right? It's like a fax machine way of redeeming something. What if the redemption was simply you got a little code that logged you in for NFT, and you open up your Panini or your Fanatics or your Topps account or whatever it is, and from there you got a little NFT in your cart. And the NFT was redeemable when you want to. Hey, ship me this item, or turn me in for the tickets for that item, or I'm going to hold that item and I get tickets every year, whatever that is. But that redemption, something I could then hold, or even better, sell on the marketplace, right? Without fear of it being duplicated, copied, stolen, right? It's on the blockchain, so there's protection. So I really think what we're seeing here from Top Shot and the hobby and everything going on, guys, I'm not pushing you NFTs. Sports card collectors, just sit back. Just think about the idea that redemption for maybe a game worn RPA from your rookie in the future might be a redemption that's an NFT that you could then sell in the secondary market and or cash in for your collection. And this is what's great about that, guys, is as a collector, I'd have a little more confidence in that RP if it's in an NFT format. Again, I don't want the NFT if I'm a hardcore collector or flipper, but I have something that has value and I'm not worried about being counterfeited. It's on the blockchain, it's authenticated by Fanatics or whoever the authority is. I can resell it and then finally redeem it. And when I redeem it, then I get the physical item shipped to my house, my address, where I want to be as a collector. And again, it could be resold later on, but I think that is really where we're going to go in the future. Now, again, I will say right now we're seeing these NFTs like we have in Top Shot. There's NFTs that give you, I believe, Funko's doing NFTs. We get physical Funkos. It's another example of kind of the crossover. Look for more of this in the future. And I am going to give credit to Dapper for kind of pushing the envelope. Now, to be honest, they've had a lot of money and a lot of time to get here. Now, let me go back to Dapper, guys. If you're still sticking with me, I'm going to go back over here to Dapper. A few thoughts on this that I think are interesting. Number one, I use Top Shot, like Top Shot, but I realized I'm never going to be one of these big ballers here. Let me just show you real quickly. Here are the big items. These are the top sales on the platform. Now, I would never spend this much money on anything like that. I wouldn't probably spend $1,000 on an NFT, but I mean, this is ridiculous. But here's my thoughts on all this. With what's going on in the market space, with them releasing this VIP pass, let me clarify. This isn't a 1 year go to the game type of thing. This is a 5-year NFT, which could have varying value based on where it is, when it is, who's playing. All the other things will impact it. Would you rather have a LeBron James legendary, like this jersey number 23 of 79 for $230,000, or that NFT here? And my question is, and this is the reason I put this video together, is when this auction takes off tomorrow, where will this end? This is the Los Angeles Lakers. This is basically saying you're going to get access to the Lakers at the VIP as a VIP for the next 5 years at the All-Star break. And again, I can see Top Shot doing this for finals. They did stuff last year in the finals. You get finals tickets. This is great because targeting the All-Star, and they also target Vegas, what's it called, Summer League. They get access to more players. This is going to gets a lot of fans involved. I mean, very fanatic. Love it. And again, what I'm thinking in the back of my head, guys, if you are a fan of UFC, if you're a fan of NFL, I like those NFTs because getting in those communities early could put you in a position later on for something like this. And what I'm thinking about is that, for example, on All Day, I would never spend this much money on a NFT. But if I got, let's say I got a Tom Brady legendary 12 jersey number and it's worth a lot of money, well, I'm thinking to myself, I'm trading that sucker in for one of these VIP Super Bowl party NFTs. Could you imagine that? Right? I do think this is going to cap this market because I think this is going to make people think, well, why would I spend this much money on an NFT of a, and again, I'm not trying to downgrade the Top Shot product, but an NFT of a guy playing basketball where I can get an NFT that actually has real value. This is a real value utility NFT. And let me just quickly say, I know a lot of people are going to go, oh, well, Gary Vee talked about this. Look, a lot of people who understand NFTs were talking about this before. This is the future of an NFT. Its ability to give multiple value, protecting, transfer of custody, provenance. These are the important things, right? I can see this, for example, guys, in property ownership in the future, right? Instead of titles and contracts and stuff, probably going to move to an NFT world. So NFTs really aren't, in my opinion, about, oh, well, there's only 23 of these in the world. That's not really it. I mean, if it's going to have utility, and this does in some ways, but this is what we're looking at, guys. And again, like I said earlier, look for a crossover. A few things I just want to share with you. I did pull up Evaluate Market. It's not coming up right now. And I had up, here's the VIP packages I was looking at. These are just lowered, these are upper decks. But anyway, I was doing some research there. What else I want to show you? Oh, here's Here's a moment rank showing some of those NFTs. So I'm looking to see how this is going to impact the other markets. Like I said, I think, just real quickly in summary, I think this is groundbreaking. I think this is going to impact the entire hobby, not just NFT market space, right? And I think that what you're going to see in the future is more realistic values in the NFT market space, because people now kind of see, well, what is this NFT giving me? Could I get that? Ooh, physical access, airlines doing NFTs. I could see that coming in the future, right? You could win a year-long flight on United to fly everywhere you want to around the world. Could you imagine that? And you could resell that, right? I flew here and I don't want to use it anymore, so I sell it to somebody else. Guys, that's the only reason I put this out. I want you to kind of open your eyes to where I see the value of NFTs are going to go, and how I think Fanatics, NFTs, and the sports card, the hobby, are going to change in the future. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, all the comments, please, all that stuff.